morning and welcome to the Morning Spotlight. My name is Mike Ham. I'm a sales executive for Fidelity National Title Group. Today our guest is Chris Jensen, a commercial and business litigation partner at OlenderFeldman, a law firm located in Summit, New Jersey. Chris, how you doing today?
Not too bad, Mike. How about yourself? Thanks very much for having me on.
I'm doing great, and thanks for coming on.
Happy to do it. Just hold the applause to the end because I know people are excited about hearing from a business attorney. It's great.
Of course. I'm very excited, honestly. So tell us a little bit about OlenderFeldman and your practice there.
Sure. So OlenderFeldman is a business-focused boutique firm. We only represent businesses and the owners and executives. And the idea is to blend legal advice with business strategy, with the goal of being not only a true advisor, but maximizing the value for the businesses when they get to whatever their exit point is. For a family business, that may be succession planning, but if you're geared towards acquisition, growth strategy, or if you ultimately just want to sell so you can spend some time at the beach, the idea is to partner with us as a long-term outside general counsel so that at the end, the blips are smoother and you are more controlled within the process. So because it's a full life cycle firm, that could run the gamut from general corporate to employment issues on the management side, to your specialty, real estate, only commercial, of course, data privacy, land use work. I primarily focus my practice on litigation or dispute resolution, although like to keep the clients out of that if possible. And then finally, we have some specific focused practices in healthcare and in internal investigations.
Awesome. So I know you touched on it briefly. What kind of clients do you work with?
So, I mean, it's sort of a trick question because honestly, Mike, we can help any business owner, but the time to help them has to be when they're ready to have that conversation. I mean, we run the gamut from tech and pharma, which you'd expect in sort of the New York, New Jersey area, to real estate developers, to manufacturing businesses. Because we are full service business, the only thing I can say is generally we don't do much work on the retail side, but otherwise the key to being a good business lawyer is learning about the business to do it appropriately. So we learn about the business and can help you.
Awesome. So obviously I'm sure if you're dealing with a lot of these different kinds of businesses, they must have had a lot of questions over the last 2.5, 3 months now. What conversations have you been having with them?
Well, you're of course 100% right. And the conversations have changed as time has passed. So at the beginning of the pandemic, it was more urgent sort of triage. You know, I don't know what's happening. And because we are successful advisors, clients come to us for comfort. And so beyond specifics that you'd get with things like the PPP, let's say, how do I fill that out? And, you know, we work with the accountants to help with that. Or employment issues. How do you deal with employees appropriately? Do you furlough them? If you have to terminate someone, how do you do that appropriately, even though you don't want to do that? That was sort of reactionary, you know, in the first stage. Then when things have settled down a little bit, we're getting back more into planning. And I'd say that is staged as well. Initial planning, i.e. what happens right after the lockdown ends and what does my business look like? And then going back to the goal of maximizing the value at exit, what does my business look like on a horizon, 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road? Is it virtually focused? And so our advice, because we focus so much on that planning aspect, has been to comfort clients at stage one, and then two, talk them through and ask them to remember what got them to where they are in the first place to be successful, and then tweak the plan appropriately for the short term and the long term.
Excellent. I think that's great because obviously people are, I'm sure, have a lot of questions, you know, moving forward. So like the future, you know, definitely important to have a plan for sure.
Yeah, and some of that, Mike, I mean, particularly on the employment side, all clients need to be considerate of what return to work looks like, both for their team internally, to the extent they go back to the office in the first place. And then secondly, most clients have some public facing aspects. So when they have outsiders coming in, how do you make the workplace safe for them as well? And so that's paramount for all of these clients.
Absolutely. So for everybody watching, if you want to learn more about Chris, learn more about his business, I'm going to put our contact information, like always, at the end of this video. Also, be sure to check out our Tuesday night virtual happy hours. Chris is a frequent attendee, and you can connect with some other great professionals. Chris, thanks for coming on with us today.
Anytime. And if I'll add to your plug about the happy hours. The happy hours are great. Everyone should go on, meet some new people, and get some good perspective. So thanks again, Mike.
Absolutely.
Any questions, feel free to reach out.
Awesome. I appreciate you coming on. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.